like when you say they'll only go as far as James Harden takes them, Chris Middleton takes them, it sounds like those guys are leading the charge. I feel like when that's used, it was always Charles Barkley saying Blake Griffin and Anthony Davis need to take control because Chris Paul and LeBron were being asked to do too much. You know, that's what Charles Barkley used to always say. Like Middleton, I think he's the X factor.
Right.
More so than
but I think that's what two means. I think that's what he
right.
If I'm
no.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean no?
No. Jamal Murray is way more important to the Denver Nuggets than Chris Middleton is to the Bucks. Way more important.
Sure, but the point is Jokic is still the one taking them anywhere. But Murray is the key to, you know, making
their offense.
I think Middleton.
He's the key to scoring.
I think Middleton is just as important as Jamal Murray.
Hell no.
I think Milwaukee Bucks do. Listen, Milwaukee Bucks do not win a championship if they do not have Chris Middleton fully healthy. Okay. Just like if
Middleton closed a lot of games in that 21 playoff. He closed a lot of games. They struggled last year because he wasn't healthy. They struggled a lot last year because he wasn't healthy. I'm talking about throughout the season.
It's crazy they still got number one though.
Huh?
It's crazy they still got the number one seed.
I mean, that's okay, great. Through 82 game
firepower,
right?
man.
But when you get into what I always say, a 2-week matchup, 7-game series, you game plan, and we got to see you every night for 2 weeks. Middleton was extremely important to them. And if he's not playing well, Giannis and Dame can win a couple series for you, 1,000%.
They need
but
rest.
You're going to get to a series. You're going to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. You're going to get to the finals where you're going to need a third best player to step up and win a game or two. You're going to need it.
Has anybody been able to guard Jamal Murray? In all seriousness.
No,
I haven't seen it. I haven't heard about it.
So really, to be honest,
yeah, Chris Middleton is a streaky shooter. He's not as reliable as Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is insane. Like he's kind of underrated for a champion and everything.
Chris Middleton is a mismatch nightmare.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
You
discredited Chris Middleton a little too much.
No, I'm not.
Here we go again.
He put shooting guards on the block. And then if you a small forward or power forward, he's going to go right by you.
No, but he's not anymore.
Here we go again.
All right.
Once again, you guys love saying you guys love talking about what he could do. No, I'm talking about what Jamal Murray does do. Jamal Murray will give it to anybody any given night. Pause. And it happens consistently. Chris Middleton is not that. That's Jamal Murray.
What are you talking about? They both came back from injuries. They both came back from lower extremity injuries. So yes, they both don't look the same. Like, what are you talking about right now? Jamal Murray doesn't look what he looks like prior to the injury. He doesn't.
Okay. What does that have to do with being a mismatch every single night for everybody?
Last year he was just gearing up. This year he looks a lot better. But last year he did not look great after that ACL injury, in my opinion. He didn't look like he looked prior.
No, Chris
I'm talking
Middleton.
about Bubble Murray. I'm talking all of that. He didn't look like that last year. Hell no.
He averaged 27 points in the playoffs, I thought.
Wait, hold on.
He didn't look like he didn't look. You got to fact check that for me. 27 a night for the whole playoffs?
Let me check.
Wait, you talking about Murray last season?
Yeah.
Murray looked amazing.
He looked
amazing. He only had like one bad game against the Phoenix Suns, if I'm not mistaken.
Like he looked prior to him tearing up his knee. He doesn't.
Okay, that's fine, but Chris Middleton.
And I'm saying Chris Middleton doesn't either. But don't tell me that Chris Middleton is not going to be important for Milwaukee going forward.
Hold on, but he's
I got the numbers up, by the way.
Go ahead,
in
Don.
the playoffs last year, 26 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists on 47% shooting and 40% from 3.
That's great. That's great.
I'm saying minimal difference than 2020, but I give him more credit for doing it in the full playoffs all the way to the finals with packed crowds as opposed to just those 3 series. But
I'm saying Chris Middleton's capabilities, like I've yet to really see that on a consistent basis. Jamal Murray, when he's out there, especially when he's healthy,
it's easy to say that now after the injury, Fabian. It's easy to say that now.
What are you talking about? Jamal Murray came back after the injury for a year or so now, and he looked great. Chris Middleton, this is 2 years ago. After they won the championship, he got hurt. And it's been like a year and a half, 2 years damn near that Chris Middleton.
But hold on, we can't pick and choose because when other players is hurt, we get them that respect. We're like, yo, so is hurt. let them. So you can't do that with Middleton. We seen at his full strength in those playoffs when they won that championship, he was the X factor. It's not even debatable.
And you talking like we're going like 4 or 5 years ago.
He hasn't looked
2 seasons ago.
No, y'all are bugging, bro. Yo, I've yet to see even Chris Middleton at his best. At his best, I'm not taking him over Jamal Murray.
Hell no.
Is a two-time All-Star. Why the fuck is Jamal Murray not even sniff being a top 24 player in the league?
Because he plays in a competitive West with a lot of great guards.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Yes, he does.
Why is he not an
no.
All-Star
See?
and he's been in the league? Explain that to me.
He's a playoff riser.
I asked you why hasn't he been a top 24 player?
But hold on, Flea asking a good question because remember they have the top record and everything. So why haven't he been recognized as one of the top guards?
The Western Conference, Don. Like,
because it matters. The West is hard to make it. He's got John
No.
Lillard, he got Steph Curry.
What does he average in the regular season? See, y'all gave his playoff.
That's true. Regular season, he's a little bit for what he can be. He's not insane. He averages 20 points this season. He averaged 20 last season. And I know it's not. I know, but as we just talked about in the playoffs, he goes to another level. Like his game translates really well. I'd rather have that though than some. I'd rather have that though than some of these guys that are, gonna blow it in the playoffs.
But I didn't want to make this. I never said I would take homie over Jamal Murray, Middleton. That wasn't the conversation. I'm just saying I think the importance of Jamal Murray to Denver, I think Middleton has the same importance for Milwaukee. And it showed last year in the playoffs, and it shows when he's not healthy, when he's not on the court, Milwaukee's not the same team. They can coast through the regular season, but in the playoffs, they will not beat Boston's, they will not beat the Phillies, and they may have a problem with us if they ain't got Chris Middleton.
You keep shaking your head. Pluck Middleton out. Let Middleton not play for the rest of the season. Let's see how well Milwaukee plays this year.
I'm not saying he's not a threat, doesn't provide a threat. Like Keegan Murray should look forward to being a Chris Middleton and even better. That's what he should be looking forward to. Keegan Murray better.
Keegan's going to be a Klay Thompson type player.
Okay, cool, but he better not ever think he's going to be on Jamal Murray's level. Jamal Murray is nice. He's a threat. I'm scared to death of Jamal Murray. That's how I got him. I don't got Chris Middleton like that. I got him like if Chris Middleton is hot, then he's hot. You give him that. But Jamal Murray, he creates his own scoring.